Hey there and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about something that really it affects every single one of us, the incredible connection between what we're thinking and how we're feeling physically. We're going to explore how your inner world literally shapes your body, and even more importantly, what you can do about it. So let's dive in. You know that feeling, right? That knot in your stomach when you're anxious, or just that heavy, bone-deep exhaustion after a really stressful week? If you felt that, then you've already experienced exactly what we're talking about today. It's just so common in our busy lives. But how does this all actually work? I mean, how can something as invisible as a thought have such a real, tangible impact on our bodies? In this explainer, we're going to break down that exact process, step by step, and show you how you can start to use its power for your own well-being. Okay, so every single process kicks off right here, inside your mind. It could be a passing worry about a deadline or maybe a happy memory of a vacation. Whatever it is, it all begins as a single mental event. Just a thought. But here's the thing. Our thoughts are almost never neutral, are they? That thought about that looming deadline, well, it can instantly trigger a wave of anxiety. And that happy memory can bring a genuine feeling of peace. So you see, our thoughts are kind of like the source code for our emotions. And this is the final crucial piece of the puzzle. Your body is always listening. It's constantly responding to those emotions. That anxiety, it releases a flood of stress hormones, makes your heart beat faster. That feeling of peace, it allows your body to relax and repair. So a thought becomes a feeling, and that feeling becomes a very real, physical reality in your body. So this mind-body connection is an incredibly powerful tool, for sure. But, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. The kinds of thoughts we let hang around in our minds, day in and day out, can either build our bodies up, or they can start to tear them down. Let's take a look at the two very different paths our thoughts can lead us on. On one path, you've got thoughts that are rooted in fear, worry, and anger. Over time, these create a state of chronic stress that just wears down our physical health, leaving us vulnerable. But then there's the other path. Thoughts of gratitude, love, and compassion, they actually build a foundation of vitality. They actively contribute to a strong, resilient body. And here's a look at the long-term cost of living on that negative path. When stress becomes chronic, it's not just a mental thing anymore. It can show up as really serious physical problems, things like high blood pressure, heart disease, and a weakened immune system that just struggles to keep you well. But here is the powerful, hopeful flip side. A mind that's consistently calm and peaceful sends a totally different set of signals throughout the body. Thoughts of love and joy don't just feel good, they actively create an internal environment that builds strength, energy, and real, lasting wellness. So, if our thoughts are really this powerful, then the big question is, how do we get in the driver's seat? How do we take an active role in shaping them? This brings us to a really beautiful and useful metaphor, thinking of your mind as a garden. You can either let it run wild, or you can choose to intelligently cultivate it. This quote from James Allen just captures it perfectly. We all have a choice, right? We can let the weeds of fear and worry just grow unchecked, or we can make a conscious choice to plant and nurture the seeds of peace, joy, and strength. And here's the bottom line. Your body is always listening. It doesn't judge, it doesn't question the instructions it gets from your mind, it simply obeys, whether those thoughts are ones you chose on purpose or if they're just old, automatic habits running in the background. And that's exactly why becoming more aware of our mental habits is so important. So, how do we actually start tending this garden? Well, here are 3 simple, really practical tools to get started. Positive affirmations help you plant new, healthier seeds. Daily meditation helps you weed out all the mental noise and create some calm. And calming visualization lets you create a really clear mental blueprint of the health and peace you're aiming for. Okay, so knowing all this is one thing, but actually putting it into practice, that's where the real change happens. So let's focus on one simple, actionable habit you can literally start today to build a new foundation of peace. Here is your invitation. Just 5 minutes a day. That's it. Find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and just focus your attention on breathing in calm and breathing out stress. This super simple practice can start to reverse the effects of negative thinking and build a whole new habit of inner peace. Now, before we finish up, it's really, really important to remember that this mindset work is a powerful tool to support your health, but it is never, ever a replacement for professional medical advice. Please always talk to a doctor or a healthcare professional for any health concerns. Okay, With that in mind, I'd love for you to think about this question. What is just one thought you can consciously choose today to support your own well-being? And hey, if this was helpful, we'd love for you to follow for more on mind-body wellness. Let's end on this powerful truth. The quality of your thoughts directly creates the quality of your health. By choosing to cultivate a garden of good thoughts, you are planting the seeds for a harvest of good results, not just in your body, but in your entire life. Thanks so much for joining us.